iSnoopDogg.com online radio with your free bets and sports picks. Thanks for listening in. Saturday, August 15th, 2026. WNBA starts at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time today. First game of the afternoon is the New York Liberty at the Connecticut Sun, based on averages and statistics with over 5,500 wins, a 53 winning percentile, making it the number one sports day trader in the world. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks, has the Liberty, based on averages and statistics, winning this game against the Connecticut Sun. New York Liberty at the Connecticut Sun, which would be on the same page as Vegas for this particular game. Vegas has the New York Liberty as minus 8.5 point favorites on the road. Road favorites. The Liberty are giving 8.5 points to the Connecticut Sun. The New York Liberty, being the road favorites, should cover this point spread with the pregame final score 94-81. Based on averages and statistics, would not only give them the win by 13 points, but would cover the 8.5 point spread on the road. The New York Liberty as road favorites is a great bet to take a look at. 175 total points from iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks. Pre-game final score of 94-81 in the Liberty's favor. Vegas has an opening line of 171.5. That over should be a close bet. It should go over in the Liberty on the road as road favorites, winning by 13 points, covering the 8.5 point spread is a great bet to take a look at. The LA Sparks at the Mystics. This is an underdog pick based on averages and statistics. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks. Has a couple different statistics for the Sparks, which is why I'm assuming Vegas has the point spread as it is. Currently, the Sparks are averaging 77 points overall in the season. However, in their last couple games, they've been hot on the road, which is why their road points per game average is higher currently than their overall average of 77, which is why Vegas has the Mystics as a home favorite based on averages and statistics. However, iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks, has the Sparks as the winning team in this particular matchup, with a pregame final score 89-84 in the LA Sparks' favor. Vegas has an opening line of 6.5 points, with the Mystics being home favorites. The Mystics are giving 6.5 points to the visiting LA Sparks. However, based on averages and statistics, iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks, not only has the Sparks covering the 6.5 point spread that they're getting, 6.5 points on the road. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks, has the Sparks winning this game by 5 points, giving them the win against the spread and in the game. The money line is also a great bet to take a look at. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks always suggests taking the points. If you're going to take one bet over another, take the points. However, in this game, based on averages and statistics, averages do have the Sparks as the better team in this game, with the plus 220 money line from Vegas as an opening money line for the LA Sparks. Put down 100, win 220. It's a great bet to take a look at. 173 total points from Vegas in this game as an opening line for the over-under. 173 points from iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks, as a pregame final score 89-84 in the Sparks' favor, giving 173 combined points between the two teams. Vegas has an opening line of 171.5. The over should be a close bet. However, the Sparks should easily cover this point spread on the road, getting 6.5 points as road underdogs. The Sparks getting 6.5 should win the game versus the Mystics. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time start. The Sparks getting 6.5 points on the road is a great bet to take a look at. Minnesota Lynx at the Las Vegas Aces. The Minnesota Lynx are favorites in this game. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks based on averages and statistics with over 5,500 wins, a 53 winning percentile, making it the number one sports day trader in the world, is on the same page as Vegas in this game when it comes to the winner. However, the Lynx, with a pregame final score 90-89 in their favor, would only win this game by 1 point based on averages and statistics. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks, has the Lynx losing this bet against the spread, as Vegas has an opening line at -1.5 points. The links are giving 1.5 points on the road to the Las Vegas Aces. Keep in mind, the Las Vegas Aces will always, any Las Vegas team, in this one particular with the WNBA, Las Vegas Aces, any Las Vegas team always has heavy action, whether they're on the road, but at home it's even heavier. So keep an eye on betting action, live betting action, or game time action before game time. You may see that line adjust. It may even go towards the Aces' favor come closer to the game time. However, currently right now, the links are -1.5 points favorites with the pregame final score 90-89. Would give them the win in the game over the Aces. However, it wouldn't cover the 1.5 point spread. The Aces would be the winning pick in this game. I have to correct those circles are incorrect. I'll adjust those. That should be circled as the Aces covering the 1.5 point spread at home in Las Vegas. Las Vegas would be the pick in this game, and the Aces would not be a money line pick. I will adjust that for the magazine. It's the correct circle should be on the Aces. The Aces as a home underdog covering the point spread based on an average and statistic pregame final score 90-89 in the links' favor would give the Las Vegas Aces the win in Las Vegas, getting 1.5 points, and losing the game by 1 point would have the Las Vegas Aces losing the game but covering the point spread. Scratch that money line circled. The Aces should not win this game based on a pregame final score averages and statistics of 90-89 in the links' favor. 179 total points. Vegas has an opening line of 182.5 for the over-under, with 179 total points between the two teams with the pregame final score. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks has this game going under, and the Aces covering the 1.5 point spread at home in Las Vegas. Keep an eye on live betting action. If the action gets heavy on one side, keep in mind Vegas is going to find a way to balance it out, whether it's Vegas putting money on the other end. And Vegas, as you know, never loses. So if there's a game where live betting action and live bettors are lopsiding one side and Vegas takes the other side to balance it out, Vegas doesn't lose too often. So try to jump on the side that Vegas is betting on these games where they're trying to balance it out themselves, or they will adjust the point spread. Bettors that are not Vegas, other live action bettors, will balance out the other side to make it more attractive to take the other team so that Vegas can collect the juice whenever there's a Las Vegas team playing. Keep that in mind. However, Las Vegas Aces at home with a pregame final score based on averages and statistics should cover this point spread by the skin of their teeth. A half point being a 1 point loser in this game, getting 1.5 points in Las Vegas. The Las Vegas Aces at home covering the point spread is a bet to take a look at. That game is on CBS, should go down to the wire, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time start, nationally televised game for a Las Vegas team. There will be, no doubt, a lot of action on that game, pregame and throughout, with live action bet lines. Major League Baseball, some bang for your buck picks. We'll get through these, have a few underdogs in Major League Baseball. First one is the Chicago White Sox. The Chicago White Sox, despite coming off of a game they won last night, are road underdogs in this game versus the Tigers. The Chicago White Sox are number 7 in the league in scoring, coming off of a game they dropped 9 runs. The Detroit Tigers are number 12 in the league in scoring. This is number 7 at number 12 in the league in scoring. The Chicago White Sox are coming off of a game they dropped 9 runs. In their last 3 games, they have scored 7 runs or have averaged 7.33. Now, the Tigers, the number 12 scoring team in the league, have 4s across the board, which is important because overall in 2026, they're averaging, the Tigers, 4.57 at home. They're averaging 4.51, and in their last 3 games, they're averaging 4 runs or have scored 4 runs, which is unlikely that they score or average 4 runs 4 games in a row, as they have done in 3 games, which would eliminate their overall average of 2026 4.57 and their home average of 4.51. They're coming off of a game they dropped 5 runs. Now, normally, iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks based on over 5,500 wins, a 53 winning percentile, making it the number 1 sports day trader in the world, would have the Tigers playing 1 run below average of their last game. However, that would give them 4 runs. and they have dropped 4 runs in their last 3 games. It's unlikely that they do that 4 games in a row, which takes away their 2026 overall and their home average. We're going to give the Tigers 3 runs in this game, which would give the White Sox over the Tigers a road win as a road underdog. Vegas has the White Sox plus 126, put down 100, win 126, put down 1,000, win 1126 for the White Sox to win the game. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks has 9 total runs in this game. Vegas has an opening line of 7.5. The White Sox on the road as road underdogs is a great bet to take a look at. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks is on a 4-game losing streak with our under bets, testing our double up your losses gambling theory. Bet until you lose, double up until you win. There are about 3 or 4 under bets. We're going to go here. We're on our 5th bet. Currently, we would be down $15,000 in losses. Our first bet was $1,000. Our second bet was $2,000. Our third bet was $4,000. Our fourth bet we lost last night. The Athletics game went over in the 8th inning. Needed it to stay under a couple runs. It went over in the 8th inning, which would be our $8,000 bet. So we would lose $15,000. Our next, we have lost, been down $15,000. Our next bet is going to be $16,000. We're going to get the winning back on our side. We're going to put $1,000 in our pocket and get all of our losses back in one shot. We're going to do it with an under bet. There's a few under bets in this game, today in these games that we're going to take a look at. This is a great under bet. However, this is not our lock of the night, but this is a great under bet to take a look at. For today's games, the Cubs at the Cardinals, 6 total runs in this game. The Cardinals are number 20 in the league in scoring. The Cubs are number 2. The Cardinals are coming off of a game. They dropped 0 runs. The Cubs should drop 4 runs in this game. They're coming off of a game. They dropped 3 runs. In their last 3 games, they have scored or averaged 5 runs. In 2026 overall, they're averaging 5.18. And in Wrigley, they're averaging 5.07. Coming off of a game, they dropped 3 runs. Will give them 4 runs, playing closer to their home average of 5 runs in this game. They can't play to their average. They can play to their averages in this game. It's unlikely, with a probability bet, that they play below their last 3 games of 5 runs, which would eliminate their overall 2026 average and their home average of 5.07, giving them 4 runs in this game. Now, the Cardinals being the number 20 team in the league in scoring, coming off of a game they dropped 0 runs and are averaging 3 runs in their last 3 games and are averaging 5 runs on the road. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks has the Cardinals bats staying cool to 2 runs, playing to 2 runs in this game with a 4-2 pregame final score based on averages and statistics. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks is on the same page as Vegas when it comes to the winner. However, iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks has this game going under the 9 runs. Vegas has as an opening line for the over-under. 6 total runs from iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks between the Cardinals and the Cubs. The Cardinals and the Cubs and under, a great bet to take a look at. We have a few going on today. That is not the under lock of the night for our double up your losses gambling theory bets for our 5th bet to win our money back from our 4 previous losses. We'll get to that, but that under Cardinals Cubs is a great bet to take a look at. Another great bet to take a look at. This is another bet that made the running to be the under lock of the night. I will tell you why it's not. The Washington Nationals are number 1 in the league in scoring. We're going to stay away from number 1 teams when it comes to a under bet, despite their averages being low for this particular game. The New York Mets are number 22 in the league in scoring. This is number 1 at number 22. The Nationals did lose last night to the Mets. They're coming off of a game. They dropped 1 run. The Nationals on the road are averaging 5 runs, 5.30, and overall in 2026, they're averaging 5.35. Coming off of a game, they dropped 1 run. Normally, iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks would have the Nationals playing to 4 runs in this game. However, in their last 3 games, they have scored or averaged 4.67, which would give the Nationals 3 runs in this game. However, the Mets, despite being the number 22 team in the league in scoring, playing the number 1, coming off of a game they beat the Nationals, are coming off of a game they dropped 4 runs. In New York, they're averaging 4.28. And overall in 2026, they're averaging 4.18 based on over 5,500 wins, a 53 winning percentile, making iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks, the number 1 sports day trader in the world. Would normally have the Mets in this situation playing 1 run below all their averages of 4. Their last game, their home average, and their overall 2026 to 3 runs in this game. However, that would give a final score 3-3. So the Nationals are actually the hotter team right now when it comes to scoring runs, despite playing the number 1 team in the league in scoring, the Nationals, which is why we're going to give the edge to the Mets in this game of the 3 runs. The Mets can't have 2 runs based on over 5,500 wins and a 53 winning percentile due to the fact that in their last 3 games, they have scored or averaged 2 runs or 2.33. Now, the Nationals are coming off of a game they dropped 1 run. On the road, they are averaging 5.30, and in their last 3 games, they have scored or averaged 4 runs or averaging 4.67, which would give them a 3-3 final score based on over 5,500 wins and a 53 winning percentile, coming off of a game where they scored 1 run, playing closer to their away average and their overall average of 2026. However, that would give iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks, a final score 3-3. Between the Nationals and the Mets, since a game can't end on a draw, despite the Nationals being the number 1 scoring team in the league. They're coming off of a game they lost to the Mets. The Mets have scored 4 runs. If you were to drop the Mets down an average, they'd have 3 runs, and the Nationals would play 1 run above average from their last game of 2, which would drop them down 1 run below 3. I have the Mets locked in at 3 runs in this game, so the Nationals will have 2 runs, giving them a final score 3-2 in the Mets' favor. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks is on the same page as Vegas with the outcome, and that under is a great bet to take a look at. 5 total runs from iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks between the Nationals and the Mets. Over-under is 8 from Vegas as an opening line. However, that is still not the under lock of the bet. We got one more. We're going to make a lock of the bet. The reason we're staying away from this one is because the Nationals are number 1 team in the league in scoring. They could drop 5 runs at any time, and the Mets are coming off of a game they dropped 4 runs. Look for the Mets to drop 3 or 5 runs in this game, which could easily go over. However, based on averages and statistics, a pregame final score with 3-2 in the Mets' favor. That under is a great bet to take a look at. Vegas has an opening line of 8. The Nationals at the Mets, 5 total runs. Another great bet to take a look at is the Orioles at the Rays. Vegas has the Orioles as road underdogs. The Orioles are number 14 in the league in scoring. Tampa Bay Rays are number 11 in the league in scoring. This is number 14 at number 11 based on averages and statistics. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks. As the Orioles winning this game, the Orioles are coming off of a game they dropped 6 runs. In their last 3 games, they have scored or have averaged 5 runs or are averaging 5.33. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks. As the Orioles playing to their overall and road average of 4 runs in this game, Tampa Bay Rays are coming off of a game. They are number 11 in the league in scoring. The Tampa Bay Rays are coming off of a game they dropped 5 runs. In their last 3 games, they have scored or averaged 8 or are averaging 8.33. However, iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks based on over 5,500 wins and a 53 winning percentile would have the Tampa Bay Rays playing 1 run under their last game of 5 runs, which would give them 4 runs playing to their average in this game, which would give a final score 4-4. However, the Orioles, despite being the number 14 team in the league in scoring, playing the number 11, has the Baltimore Orioles coming off a game they dropped 6 runs, and the Rays dropping 5 runs, which would give the Orioles an edge in this game. It'll be a close one. Vegas does have the Orioles as road underdogs. Put down 100, win 136. Put down 1,000, win 1136. Orioles over the Rays as a pregame final score 4-3 in their favor as a road underdog. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks has 7 total runs in this game. Vegas has an opening line of 7.5. It's a great bet to take a look at. The Marlins and the Reds is going to be our under lock of the night. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks will continue to test our double up your losses gambling theory. This will be our 5th bet on our $1,000 bet. We're looking to win $1,000 per hand. Our first bet was the minimum, $1,000. Our second bet, we lost. The Red Sox was the first under. We lost. Our second bet was the Yankees under. We lost. That was a $2,000 bet, doubling up. The third bet was the Cincinnati Reds game, was our $4,000 bet, doubling up from the Yankees loss. That lost. Last night, the Athletics under loss, which was a double up from the Reds loss. That's $8,000. We're down $15,000. We're going to bet $16,000 on this under. We're going to keep it with the unders in the double up your losses gambling theory. We're going to keep it with the unders for this bet. This will be a $16,000 bet. We're going to win our $15,000 back in one shot and put ourselves right back into winning $1,000 per hand. This is going to be the bet of the night, the lock of the night, the under lock of the night from MySnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks. The Marlins at the Reds. Miami is number 19 in the league in scoring, and Cincinnati is number 25. This is number 25. This is number 25. This is number 19 at number 25. Miami at Cincinnati. Miami is number 19. Cincinnati is number 25. This is number 19 in the league in scoring at number 25 in the league in scoring. Both these teams are ice cold, which is the reason why we're going to take this bet as our under bet of the night. The Marlins are coming off of a game. They dropped 0 runs overall in 2026 on the road. They're averaging 4.30, which would give them, based on over 5,500 wins and a 53 winning percentile, making iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks, 2 runs, giving them 2 runs in this game, playing a couple runs above average from their home average, from their away average of 4.30, giving them 2 runs in this game. The Reds now are coming off of a game they dropped 1 run. Being the number 25 team in the league in scoring, they will still have this game won based on averages and statistics with a pregame final score of 4-2 in the Reds' favor. The Reds are slight favorites in this game, close to even money line. Miami's minus 102, which makes them a slight underdog. Cincinnati's minus 105. We are on the same page as Vegas with this particular game. The Reds are coming off of a game. They dropped 1 run in their last 3 games. They have scored 3 or averaged 3.33. The Reds are averaging 4 runs at home in Cincinnati, based on over 5,500 wins and a 53 winning percentile. Normally, iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks would have the Reds playing to 3 runs in this game, a couple runs above their last game, closer to their home average. However, the Reds dropped 3 runs or have averaged 3 runs in their last 3 games. It's unlikely that they do that 4 games in a row. We're going to give the Reds their average in this game, 4-2. Both teams are ice cold, which makes this a great under bet. 6 total runs. Vegas has a high line in Vegas for baseball of 9 runs, which is high for baseball, considering both these 2 teams are ice cold. It may be a pitching matchup that has Vegas putting this up to 9 runs. However, with a pregame final score of 4-2, this is iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks lock of the night. 6 total runs going under Vegas' opening line of 9. Reds at home is a great bet. They are slight favorites in this game, close to a even money line payout. Put down 105, win 100. They are slight underdogs. We are on the same page as Vegas. However, this under is the lock of the night. We're going to put $16,000 down on the Marlins and Reds under and double up from our last bet of $8,000. We're going to win our $15,000 back from our previous double up bets. Starting at 1,000, 4 bets in a row have lost. We're going to hit this 5th one, get everything back right now. So the Marlins at the Reds go under, 6 total runs, 9 total runs from Vegas as an opening line. The Reds, Marlins under is a great bet to take a look at. Padres on the road. The Padres are number 21 in the league in scoring. The Guardians are number 28. This is number 21 at number 28. The Padres are road underdogs based on averages and statistics. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks. As the Padres coming off of a game, they dropped 7 runs. On the road, they are averaging 4.67. In their last 3, they have scored or averaged 7 runs or 7.33. We're going to give the Padres 5 runs in this game based on over 5,500 wins and a 53 winning percentile, playing closer to their away average of 4.67. Now, the Guardians, being the number 28 team in the league in scoring, are coming off of a game they dropped 5 runs. which has the Guardians playing one run above, under average from their last game of 5 runs, which would play to their average at home in Cleveland of 4.12, which would be 1 run above average of their overall 2026 runs per game, 3.97, giving the Guardians 4 runs in this game, a 5-4 final score in the Padres' favor, 9 total runs. Vegas has an opening line of 8.5, which would go over. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks has a pregame final score 5-4 in the Padres' favor. Padres plus 108 on the road. Put down 100, win 108. Put down 1,000, win 1108. Padres on the road as road underdogs with a pregame final score 5-4. It should be a close game. Vegas has an opening line for the over-under 8.5. That game should go over with 9 total runs pregame. Final score based on averages and statistics. Diamondbacks at the Braves, another great game to take a look at for the under. The Diamondbacks are number 13 in the league in scoring. Atlanta is number 6 in the league in scoring, which is why we stayed away from this game for our under pick of the night. However, the Braves are coming off of a game. They dropped 0 runs. They have scored or averaged 3 runs or 3.33 in their last 3 games. Coming off of a game, they dropped 0 runs. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks has the Braves playing to 2 runs in this game. They are averaging 5.03 runs per game at home in Atlanta. However, coming off of a game, they dropped 0 runs, would normally give, based on over 5,500 wins and a 53 winning percentile, 3 runs. However, in their last 3 games, the Braves have scored or have averaged 3 runs or 3.33. We're going to give the Braves 1 run under average from their last 3 games, giving them 2 runs in this game. The Diamondbacks, despite being the number 13 team in the league in scoring, should have this game won. In their last 3 games, they're scored or have averaged to 2 runs or 2.67. In their last game, they are coming off of a game, they scored 2 runs. And on the road, the Diamondbacks are averaging 4.40 runs per game. In 2026, they're averaging 4.50 based on over 5,500 wins and a 53 winning percentile, making it the number 1 sports day trader in the world. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks has the Diamondbacks playing 1 run above average from their last game, closer to their overall and home average and their road average of 4.40 and 4.50, which would give them the win in this game, 3-2 over the Braves. The under is a great bet to take a look at. However, when it comes to our lock of the night, we're going to stay away from it. As our lock of the night, it's still a great under bet with the Braves coming off of a game. They dropped 0 runs with their bats are cold. Usually bats stay cold back-to-back games in baseball with these teams that are high up in the leagues in scoring. They're consistent no matter what. So if they're scoring, they're consistent. If they're not scoring, they're consistent. They're consistent either way. So the Braves, being the number 6 team in the league in scoring, are going to be a consistent team. They're coming off a game. They dropped 0 runs. Look for them not to drop too many runs in this game. However, they could go off at any time, being the number 6 team in the league in scoring, which is why we're going to stay away from it for our lock of the night. It's still a great under bet to take. With 5 total runs in this game, Vegas has an opening line of 9. This game is on Fox. It's a Fox game, one of the Fox games for nationally televised, which is another reason you most likely would want to stay away from it. These nationally televised games in baseball somehow, some way seem to turn into home run derbies or shootouts to keep the crowd entertained. 5 total runs from for the Diamondbacks and Braves from iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks would go well under Vegas's opening line of 9. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks based on averages and statistics with a pregame final score 3-2 in the Diamondbacks' favor would have the Diamondbacks as a road underdog plus 125. Put down 100, win 125. Put down 1,000, win 1125. As a road underdog, pregame final score 3-2. Vegas does have the Diamondbacks at plus 125. The Diamondbacks on the road, a great bet to take a look at, along with that under in the Diamondbacks-Braves game going under 9 runs. Red Sox at the Pirates. The Red Sox at the Pirates. Pirates beat the Red Sox yesterday. The Pirates are coming off of a game. They dropped 8 runs. The Red Sox are number 16 in the league in scoring. This is number 16 at number 3. The Red Sox are coming off of a game. They dropped 4 runs. However, in 2026, they're averaging 4.44. And overall, on the road, they're averaging 4.58. Now, it's unlikely that the Red Sox score or average 4 runs in 4 consecutive games. in 2 consecutive games. In their last 3 games, they have scored or averaged 5 runs, which is why the Red Sox have 3 runs in this game. The Pirates are coming off of a game they dropped 8 runs. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks has the Pirates playing 1 run under average from their last 3 games, average of 7.67, giving them 6 runs in this game. Vegas again has the Pirates as home underdogs against the Red Sox. Yesterday they were home underdogs, and they won big based on averages and statistics. A pregame final score had them winning big. They won big. Again, Vegas has the Pirates as home underdogs in Pittsburgh versus the Red Sox. The Red Sox were smoking hot. They're not smoking hot anymore. They're coming off of a game. They dropped 4 runs. Look for them to play below average from their last game. The Pirates should win this game 6-3. As a home underdog, put down 100, win 112 as an opening line from Vegas. 9 total runs in this game between the Pirates and the Red Sox. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks has this game going over Vegas' opening line of 7.5. It's a great bet to take a look at. The Pirates in Pittsburgh as home underdogs. 2 last bets of the night. Underdog picks, Royals at the Angels. The Royals are coming off of a game. Kansas City is number 23 in the league in scoring. The Angels are number 24. This is number 23 at number 24. These teams are very close to team rankings when it comes to runs, points per game. However, the Royals are coming off of a game. They dropped 7 runs. The Angels are coming off of a game. They dropped 6 runs. On the road, the Royals are averaging 3.64 runs per game. And at home, the Angels are averaging 3.67 runs per game. However, coming off a game, they dropped 7 runs based on over 5,500 wins and a 53 winning percentile. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks has the Royals playing 1 run above average of their 2026 average of 5 runs. And the Angels playing to their overall average of 2026, coming off of a game they dropped 6 runs in this game. The game can't end 5-5. We're going to give the edge to the... If the Angels were to play closer to their home average based on over 5,500 wins and a 53 winning percentile, coming off a game they dropped 6 runs, playing to their 3.67, would normally give them 5 runs for iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks based on over 5,500 wins and a 53 winning percentile. However, the game can't end in a 5-5 game. We're going to give the edge to the Royals being the number 23 team in the league in scoring in this particular scenario, which would give them a 5-4 win over the Angels as a home underdog. Vegas has the Royals as a home underdog, plus 138, put down 100, win 138, put down 1,000, win 1138. With 9 total runs in this game between the Royals and the Angels, this game would go over Vegas' opening line of 8 for the over-under. The Royals on the road as road underdogs over the Angels is a great bet to take a look at. Last underdog pick of the night, the Athletics at the Rangers. The Athletics did beat the Rangers last night. That was the under. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks had. It was under until the 8th inning. The Athletics were winning. All they had to do was go 6 more outs, and they blew it up in the 8th. The game went well over. However, the Athletics still won that game based on a pregame final score. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks again has the Athletics winning at home in Sacramento over the Rangers. The Vegas has the Athletics as plus 131 home underdogs, put down 100, win 131, put down 1,000, win 1131. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks has the number 18 team in the league in scoring versus the 26th team in the league in scoring. This is number 26 at number 18, Texas at Sacramento, based on averages and statistics. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks has the Athletics coming off of a game. They dropped 8 runs. We have the Athletics playing closer to their home average of 4.73, giving iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks based on over 5,500 wins and a 53 winning percentile. 6 total runs in this game for the Athletics. And the Rangers, being the number 26 team in the league in scoring, are coming off of a game. They dropped 3 runs. However, in their last 3 games, they have scored 1 run or are averaging 1.67. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks has the Texas Rangers playing to their averages in this game of 4.07 overall in 2026 and their road average of 4.02. Playing to their averages, they would have to play well above average to win this game, even to play to their averages. Their highest maximum averages currently right now of 4 runs. They would still lose this game to a hot Athletics team at home in Sacramento. Vegas has the Athletics plus 131. It's a home underdog pick. Athletics at home in Sacramento with a pregame final score 6-4 in their favor. 10 total runs from iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks between the Rangers and the Athletics combined. Vegas has an opening line of 9.5 for the over-under. That game should go over. It was a high-scoring game last night. It went over. However, the pick is the Athletics at home in Sacramento with a plus 131 money line. They were underdogs last night from Vegas in Sacramento. They're underdogs again in Sacramento from Vegas with the opening line plus 131. Athletics are a great bet to take a look at. Keep an eye out for that underdog, that under bet, the Marlins at the red. That is iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks. Lock of the night, bet of the night. Their lock bet of the night, the under lock of the night. With the Reds, Marlins, final score 4-2 in the Reds' favor, 6 total runs. That should go under the opening line from Vegas, 9 total runs. We're going to bet until we lose, double up until we win. Low minimums, high maximums. The Marlins Reds will be our game, our $16,000 winning bet for tonight. And that is iSnoopDogg.com online radio with your free bets and sports picks. Soccer all day, every day, ties and draws. Keep an eye out for ties and draws. They have been hitting. These winners have been hitting dead on. Even if the losers and winners are off, keep an eye out for combined points between the two teams. Over-unders have been hitting dead on for iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks. Final pregame scores in soccer across the world, making iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks the number one soccer sports day trader in the world. And that is iSnoopDogg.com online radio with your free bets and sports picks. Thanks for listening in. Bet until you lose, double up until you win. Low minimums, high maximums. Hope you have a fortune-filled gambling winning day. Put some wins in the wins category. Put some cash in your pocket. That is iSnoopDogg.com online radio with your free bets and sports picks. Thanks for listening in.